How's that? Can you guys hear me now? Thanks, by the way, Alpiner. Can you guys hear me? Testing. I see something going on here. Pull up some coin market cap. Oh, cool, you can hear me? All right. Cool, 6 people watching. Really don't have anything prepared to talk about, so if you guys want to ask any questions on anything crypto related, I guess we can go ahead and look at something real quick. It's basically just testing things out here. I was looking at Falcon coin earlier. If you guys give feedback on that, I was kind of deciding whether I should get some. There's Hextra. I did end up getting some Hextra. I was checking out my Genesis mining payouts. Haven't really checked on these in a while. Looks like the old Bitcoin is chugging right along. What do you guys want to talk about? We could go into the different money making platforms, BitConnect, the BitPetite, being a little risky with the BitPetite, living dangerously, but YOLO, right? Variable coin. I don't know if we even want to talk about that, but I mean, it's working all right, kind of. My one account's still locked up. Let me go back to let's pull the live stream over here so I can see the chat. What you guys want to talk about? So refresh this. See how Bitcoin's doing. Right at that 6,000 mark. Sometimes around now it'll take off. What are your views about the BTG hard fork? Well, it's free money, so you know, I sold a lot of my alts because they're performing badly, and I was, you know, basically my strategy was to, you know, get Bitcoin to get the free Bitcoin gold, but I'm not sure how much it'll even be worth. I've heard anything between like $25, $100, somewhere around there, so I really don't know if it's worth it. As far as Bitcoin gold itself, it's supposed to be like a decentralized Bitcoin. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be successful or not. I like the idea of it being it's ASIC resistance, right? And I'm a big Vertcoin fan, so I've been trying to mine some Vertcoin. So you know, I like the idea that anybody will be able to mine it, and I guess having more than one Bitcoin's kind of cool, you know, competition and everything, but it's, you know, it's a pain that we got to go through these forks. It messes the whole altcoin market up, and you know, I'm pretty into trading. I just got my certificate, where's it at, right here, for trading crypto at the Wyckoff school. So I've been waiting to trade some altcoins. I've mainly just been in Bitcoin, BitConnect, and Regal Coin has done really well for me. I've had about half my portfolio on that. So yeah, I mean, other than it just screwing up trading and I don't know. I heard that some people were saying they actually started mining it early, but I haven't really been able to find out too much about that. As far as I know, on the 25th they're going to take a snapshot, and then we get our Bitcoin Gold a week later or something like that. And I just heard that Bittrex will be honoring the we'll be honoring it. Will BTC ever drop below 4,700 USD? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I have it up in Bittrex. It's hard saying really. That's about right where I thought it would go down to if it did drop down. Let's see, where do I have the chart at? It's right here. Let's put it over here. Let's go into the day chart. So let's do a line right on 4,700 and take a look at it. So yeah, we got some strong support there for sure. So I've been studying Elliott Wave. They say it's hard to use Elliott Wave on Bitcoin, but you can see this would be your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So then we'd have an ABC correction, and usually it doesn't correct down more than halfway. If we're in a bull market, if we're going to continue in a bull market, and I think we are going to continue in a bull market with Bitcoin unless something like really drastic happens, and I'm not even sure what. Maybe something like we've seen with the big China crackdown, some kind of major FUD like that could maybe do it, but honestly, no, I really don't think so. I think we might go down to that level, maybe go down a little bit below it, and if we do, we might spring back up very quickly in Wyckoff. That's called a spring, and we could see some very high movement if it goes below that 4,700 point, which I believe is about, looks like it's about halfway between the big low we had here at about 3,200, 47, and then 6. So I haven't, I wasn't really prepared for this question. It looks to me like we're still gonna go up a lot more, just from my experience with looking at charts. Usually Bitcoin doesn't drop down that drastically before, it's gonna go up more is what it looks like to me, and then it would maybe drop down to here. See how that would be more of an even spacing. See, it's more likely that it would, in my opinion, it's more likely it would do something like this. Especially if we're on a wave 5, we could easily see something like this, I think. Up to, and I did a video on this where I used Fibonacci. Let's go ahead and pull some Fibonacci out, and we'll do it from the low, from right here up to right about there is where things line up nicely. See how nicely everything lines up. And I should be using TradingView for this. It's making it kind of difficult. These charts on Bittrex suck, but just to give you an idea, the next level would be up here. If we're looking at Fibonacci, it would be at the 7,200 mark. I think that it's more likely that we're going to hit that and then fall back down to here at the 58, 57. I think is more likely will be the retracement. Oh, I don't know. That's quite a big leap up, huh? But if it's a wave 5, it's possible. I mean, look at yeah, that would be pretty crazy. It's probably more likely that, yeah, we fall down to, I don't know. I definitely don't think we're going below 47. Wait, I don't want that. Should be using TradingView. I think my account just expired. They don't have like a draw tool, but let's see. What do you think? Will BTC ever drop below 4,700? I don't think so. You can see the pattern that it's going. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after the fork, what dropped down here? We have another fork coming though, which is way bigger, you know, the SegWit fork. So I mean, that could cause it to continue to run up here to this next Fibonacci level at 72. I know that looks crazy, but the fifth waves, you know, they can be that extreme. I mean, look how big this wave was and this one. This one is just like straight up, even more than the other ones. $4,700. No, I definitely don't think you can see how it moves in previous waves. You know, that would really upset the pattern. And if it was to fall down there, that would be pretty drastic. Any lower than that, I just don't see it happening. You know, we're on an exponential curve here. And I think it's more likely that we're going to hit this up here in the 7,200 level. You hoped it would. No, it's just on a tear. I mean, I know what you mean. It would be nice. You could short it right here and make a nice profit if it did on the way back up. Is that why you'd hope it would go down lower to buy in for some cheaper Bitcoin? I don't know. I guess it's possible. Hey, what's up, Crypto None or Crypto On One? Not sure how you pronounce that. Glad you're live streaming. Will LTC go lower? Let's check out LTC. I don't think it will. You mean lower than we're at? We're at support here. I just bought a bunch of LTC because I was transferring it between exchanges. I got rid of all my rec and bought LTC. We got support here, and I really should see if I can get into TradingView. So we're here. I think that alts are probably about to take off. That's what I think a lot of people are saying right now, that you really want to start getting in the alts now, and that's why I feel pretty comfortable with being heavy into LTC and a lot of other alts right now. I don't think it's gonna go lower. Let's go to the day chart. I know people were saying that it's forming a head and shoulders, a giant head and shoulders here, which I don't know if I believe that. I think it's much more likely that we're gonna go back up here to this $100 level, probably right after the fork. I'm thinking it's gonna shoot up. Let's check out, let's go to the MACD and the RSI. The MACD is showing the black below the red, so we could go a little bit lower short term, but it doesn't look like a real drastic downturn yet. The RSI is showing that we are we're approaching oversold levels, so it's pretty strong. So we might continue to dip down probably until the fork, back down to this previous support level, but this is pretty strong. We could see it going all the way back, quite a ways here. I really don't see it. I'd say if it does, then buy. Buy with both hands. I would have some dry powder ready if it does. But everything seems to be at a low right now, and finding support. All the charts pretty much look the same. Well, Neo's been strong, so that's kind of an upset, and Vertcoin's an exception too. Basically everything I'm trading is real strong. OMG, everything's bouncing up real good. So I mean, with everything else looking strong, I don't see Litecoin dropping any further. I mean, everything else is taking off. I mean, look at some of these. Wow, look at Salt. Vertcoin, we know how good that's been doing. Look at that line just straight up. So, and Vertcoin is Litecoin's competition, so I see Litecoin. That's probably why Litecoin's going down, because this is going up, and what'll probably happen is this will correct down and then Litecoin will take off. It's probably what will happen. We could see a lot of things are really strong, like the game credits there, and Bitcoin Dark took off today, which it tends to do that just out of nowhere. It'll be going down, 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 and then just. So I mean, what they teach in Wyckoff is to, the trend is your friend, and to watch the overall market trend, and you can see that the alts are trending up at this point, and for us to still be several days out from the fork, we're like 3 days out still, and for everything to be bouncing up on a Sunday night, usually things sell off towards Sunday night, Monday. So I hope that answers your question. I really don't think so. Litecoin probably looks about the weakest though, other than like Ethereum, and them doesn't look too good either. Monero. Ethereum Classic hasn't looked good in months. Everything else is looking good though. So how many people do we have watching here? 6. Cool. I wasn't really expecting anybody. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let me see if I can make you a moderator. Let me put in crypto in the title. Maybe that'll get some people in here. Let's see. Where did I see moderators? Add stream info, optional features. It was somewhere by the chat. Live chat. Is it under the chat settings? No. Can I just like click on your name? No, I seen how to do it. What's this do? Stream. Manage moderators. Here we go. Pop out chat. That might help. Oh, that's how they put it on the screen. I don't know if you guys could see it before. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about getting rid of your bags. Hey, so what do you think about VTC for the next few days? They will. The alts are going to turn around. They've been going down for so long. VTC is really strong. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's up, bird? Let's pull up the VTC chart. It is way above the 200-day moving average here. Let's pull up the MACD. Oh wow. Black's below the red. Big time. So this is actually at its low point here, even though it's way above the 200-day. Let's check out the RSI. About in the middle there, a little bit towards oversold, so it's pretty strong. Let's pull up some other moving averages. Let's pull up the 50-day. I should have made it a different color. Moving average 50-day. Let's make it blue. So we're right on that 50-day. Let's pull up the 10-day moving average. So we took off above it. Came back down to it, and we're at a low point here. I think it's going to continue trending up. Where did the chat go? Chat. Okay. Do I have enough windows? What was the question about VTC for the next days? I think that it's probably going to take off. We have a triangle here. It is a descending triangle. Let's pull up 100-day moving average, and then we'll zoom out and take a look at the daily. So they're just going apart. Looks like we're going to continue trending upwards, but let's take a look at the daily. That'll really, wow, look at that black above the red there on the daily and that volume. Excuse me. Looks like it's trending up to me for the next couple days. Look at that huge volume, big green bar there. Looks like it's going up to me. I would say this is probably a buy point. You might have a little bit lower overnight into the morning. Maybe, you know, it might go low over the next couple of days, but after this fork and up until the fork, it could take off really at any time. Do I have chat over here? Pulling up moderators. When it popped the chat out, it just took it out. I'll get the hang of this, guys. Just give me a few runs here. If I hit restore chat, does it? Okay, it puts it back over there. I was gonna manage moderators. Paste new moderators channel URL. So can I just copy and paste? No channel matches found. Oh, I see a little setting thing here. Put user in timeout. Add moderator. Okay, there you go, bud. You should have a wrench now. Crypto none. Is that how you say it? Crypto none? Or is it Krypton 1? Or Krypton 1? Anyways, you should have a wrench. I'll give you one too, so. I don't know if I can trust Bird with a wrench. Looks like a shady character. I just lost a viewer. The hard fork is in. That was Bird leaving. The hard fork is an odd phenomenon. How one single person dev can have so much influence on all the markets. Yeah, that is weird. One developer. You know what, Alpiner, you get a wrench too. You guys are the initial wrench crew, wrench gang. Yeah, it is weird. I've had just a bad feeling about it since I heard about it. Really, when I found out what it was, I thought it sounded cool that it would decentralize it and anybody could mine it. And you know, I kind of liked the whole Bitcoin Cash idea too at first, and seeing it might have potential, being that the fees were lower. And you know, I did a video about Bitcoin Cash, you know, and the pros and cons, and how it was good in that it would add competition, but it was bad because it would confuse people, especially new people coming in. You gotta explain to them, oh, there's more than one Bitcoin. So it's kind of the same thing with this Bitcoin Gold. Not that it's confusing enough that we have all these altcoins, but I don't know. I try to look at both sides, but I just never been real excited about Bitcoin Gold. Maybe it's because, you know, I went through it with the Bitcoin Cash, and it turned out to be just pretty much a flop and a waste of time and just a big headache. So maybe that's why I'm kind of biased against this one. The next one's supposed to be better, I guess. At least as far as a financial aspect, you know, you're supposed to be able to make more money with it. I don't know how much. Do you guys know how much the Bitcoin Gold will be? It's supposed to be worth. I haven't really looked into it. I just heard different YouTubers say. I think somebody said 25, and then somebody said about 100. Does anybody know what it's supposed to be worth? And then what we get what, 1 Bitcoin Gold per Bitcoin. And then like we were saying in the Discord, you gotta export your private key. So is it worth even, you know, is it even worth the risk and the hassle of doing that? I know when the Bitcoin Cash came around, I kind of wish I just grabbed up the alts for cheap. 100 USD, that's what you heard too. Yeah, I don't know if that's even worth it. I mean, you'd probably easily make that just by grabbing alts cheap. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing here, is they're just jumping in already and grabbing these cheap alts. They're realizing that this isn't really going to be worth it, and the alt rush has already begun. For future price, BTG, look here. Okay, cool, thanks. I really just haven't, I don't know why. A couple people asked me, and I just not too excited about it. You know, because it's ASIC resistant. You can mine it with the GPU. Well, you could do that with Vertcoin. I've been doing that with Vertcoin. Do you have any info about the SegWit2x? What is SegWit2x? Yeah, I haven't really looked in. I've looked into that really less. It's basically, I know a lot of people are against it on Twitter. They're putting it in their hashtag, no 2x or whatever. I'm not really sure. Does anybody know exactly what SegWit2x is? Oh, this is the website, huh? I think I've seen this. So this is what it's trading, like futures or something. I don't really want to have to sign up right now. Where do I go to? Is this the price right here? We'll see what this is. We'll check out the high. I think I have a I don't have a, usually I have a tab open. I got too many tabs open. Let's just look it up. BTC to USD. Find out how much this is. Wait, that can't be right. $430. Dude, what are you doing on here, Suzanne? Thanks for dropping in, everybody. So is this the price here? That's quite a range there. And Bitcoin Cash was like that too. It was really high, and then it like dropped as soon as the fork happened. So 200. So if it was to drop, probably 100 would be about right. Which I'd never understood how it could be trading before it was even a thing. I mean, is that like futures or what? I think BTG will dissolve into oblivion soon. Probably. It was a wrong name too. It's no gold and no real Bitcoin after the fork. Yeah, true. True. I think that's what a lot of people are pretty much saying. Pre-mined, right? And that's what I was hearing, that they've already started pre-mining it. So is that what this chart is? Are they selling the stuff that was pre-mined, or I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right though. Bitcoin's never good. It probably will dissolve into oblivion. I don't know whatever happened to Bitcoin Cash. It had a little bit of a rally lately. What's it doing right now? Not much. Rallied a little bit like everything else. It's doing better than Ripple, Ethereum, and Litecoin. But there's some shady things with Bitcoin Cash too. I don't know what to think about that one either. Yeah, SegWit 2x. So I did look it up at one point, evidently. I remember coming here. Lack of clarity around it. Since then, there's more clarification in this article. I'm going to describe what is likely to happen. Hey, what's up, Falcon Coin? Talon Power. Go ahead and make you a moderator. I guess we could make Sue's moderator. Get the wrench gang rolling deep. So how's everybody doing tonight? Do you know anything about SegWit 2x, Falcon? Not much. We were just talking about Bitcoin, Vertcoin, and the forks. We're trying to figure out what exactly SegWit 2x is. We're talking how Bitcoin Gold is weird with only one developer, and how it's probably just going to be another doo-doo coin. Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows what this is. It should be safe to transact, which will be when 2 megabyte hard fork for SegWit is expected to occur. This is expected to happen around November 18th, depending on how much of the network, miners, merchants, economic nodes, hard forks, and what response Bitcoin Core and some objecting companies may have. This may mean 2 Bitcoins at that point. So like 2 legit Bitcoins. My recommendation previously was to be very careful transacting after August 1st. This still may be the case if SegWit 2x is not released on time. I don't think there's any problems with the other fork. Went pretty smooth, I thought. People were transacting during the fork with no problem. I would recommend being very careful, such as replay and wipeout attacks. No doubt, I guess it couldn't hurt to be careful. SegWit looks like a reality on the network, but with it comes 2 megabyte hard fork. I mean, that's mainly what it is. It's the whole 2 megabyte thing, right? The hard fork will have teeth is an open question, but the fact that significant percentage of the economic nodes have signed an agreement to hard fork means, well, that there will probably be a hard fork. I thought that was already pretty much Bitcoin Core, Blockstream, Chain Code Labs, BitGo, and other non-signers of the New York agreement will have something to say about this turn of events, and it would be very surprising if they don't. So yeah, I guess it depends on what Bitcoin Core is gonna do, I think. The drama isn't over. This may be the second inning. Oh boy, does that mean what? more volatility in Bitcoin, probably. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Just leave it alone. I'm not super worried about it. I got most of my portfolio in Bitcoin, but it's mainly just because the altcoins were doing bad. I'm starting to get into altcoins now, but still not really sure if they're going to go down more. I thought they would go down up until the fork, but we're definitely seeing a turnaround today, even yesterday. Kind of wish I would have jumped on OMG. Yeah, sell off 33%, hodl the rest. Sounds like a good plan. How were you going to go about getting it? You're just gonna keep it in a wallet, like a Trezor or Ledger or Exodus or something like that? I'll probably just use my Exodus wallet. Oh no. Yeah, that sucks. VTC. I was talking about it like all day in the Discord. Right about here. And I started buying it right around here. I started buying here, and then I seen it going up, and I really started buying it. Yeah, Ledger Nano S. I went to buy one a couple of times, and I seen how long the wait was. I don't have one. I'd like to get one here, but I'm just always moving my coins around. I can't keep them in one place. Yeah, like it knew something. You know, sometimes you might think the Gunbot's messing up, but sometimes it I mean, it does look at the moving averages from, you know, it calculates from 400 back, so I know quite a few times that I've got mad and sold, and then it took off on me. But I've had the other happen too, where it bought at the peak and then it just plummeted. I've had like a, what was it, like 40% drop, I think, on Edgeless, and I think I had like $1,000 worth, so that was like $400 I lost on that. And yeah, you kind of gotta keep an eye on it sometimes, especially if it's really high. You gotta keep an eye where the pair is in relation to your 200 day. And you know, if you can't watch it real close, then I tend to turn the max balance of trade down. Wasn't supposed to buy 0.3, right? Yeah, I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's like when it drops real violently, which is the worst time you want it to buy, really, it'll just buy like crazy. Like right here, it would buy a lot. I don't know why it does that sometimes, and then other times it won't. When you'd like it to buy a couple of times, it doesn't. So I'm hoping the new version fixes those problems. I was reading about it, and it seems like it did fix a lot of those problems. They've really done a lot with it. I just haven't got around. I downloaded it and I tried it out, but I just didn't want to, you know, I wanted to just wait for the GUI. I didn't want to deal with all this code. Let's go to downloads. Pretty sure it says in there. Yeah, I've pretty much stopped mine about a week ago too. A couple weeks ago, really. I turn it on for a couple of days, and then the market would take another turn down. Yeah, there's just, the markets have just been dead. Yeah. You figure it's got to turn around though, and when it does, it's really should turn around with a vengeance, I'm thinking, and the Gunbot should just really do great once it does, which is why I really should be getting this new one set up and ready. It says here all the different missing bot price. Not sure. Bot delay, fix broken config. So they're doing a lot with it. Add STD deviation multiplier. Fix stop limit setting. That's what I was. That's what I was interested in. You know, because that would keep it from, you would think, buying as it went way down. You know, after it went down a little bit, it would just sell, and then you wouldn't be, you know, so far underwater with a bunch of bags. I mean, you would lose money. You'd have to, you know, decide if you wanted to use that or not. But, you know, at least if it was real high, you could, you know, put your stop limit on there so that wouldn't happen. Fix multiple buy issue. Checking both open orders and trading history for last order type equals buy. So that might be where they fixed it right there. That's what it sounds like. Multiple buy issue, right? And that's in the 5.01. And it has the trading view integration, so you have to like set up trading view with your Gmail. It works through Gmail alerts, and I watched a video on how to do it, and I started to do it, and I prefer to run the Gunbot without GUI and command line on a Mac. The GUI version on Windows, yeah, it does crash very often. And that is frustrating, especially when you do a video. It seemed like every time I was about to do a video, it would crash on me, and then I wouldn't even want to do a video. That's why I haven't really been doing a lot, because I'd want to show how great the Gunbot was doing, and it would crash right when, you know, it was doing good. It's definitely annoying. So with the new version, they have a GUI, but it's basically just fields for this code. It's not like the old GUI. They're basically just, it's like a form where you can type in what would go into these brackets here, you know. But then they have another trading view add-on that you have to purchase, and that's what I want to get into next. 127 pairs. Wish it was possible to reset like the profit on them without having to restart the bot. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things I would like to change with it. I don't have a Mac. I see a bot for each pair. That is impressive. Well, I think I remember you in the chat saying that you're running 127 pairs. Wow. you're gonna kill it when the market turns around. I was trying to run, I think the most I ever ran was maybe 70 or 80 by running. I actually had 2 computers set up with a bot on each one. I'd run 40 on one and 40 on the other. The problem was, as soon as I got everything set up, the market would start crashing. Yeah, 184. Wow. Is that all just off of one exchange? Imagine that's multiple exchanges. Are you're running 184 off of one exchange? I don't know how. Only on Bittrex? Huh. And that's profitable to run that many? I guess if you waited, if you let it run long enough, that would work. You just have to be patient. My problem is if I'm not profitable on a pair after a couple of days, I want to try something else at a slow pace of like 3 minutes. Yeah, I've been turning mine down, longer timing too. You mean your time delay? I've been setting mine at like 2 minutes. The Gunbot basically just it has a couple different strategies. It has Bollinger Band, which is what most people use. Ping Pong's just 2 different prices, and then Step Gain is how it was originally set up, and Bollinger Band is kind of the evolution. Alright, Falcon, take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. I'm probably going to wrap it up here too. This is really only supposed to be a short test, and then I was going to do a longer one tomorrow. So basically, in a nutshell though, most people run it as a Bollinger Band, and all it does is it'll buy when you're on the low end of the band and then sell when you're on the high end of the band, and the percentages is just how close to that band it's gonna sell, which that's what a lot of people have problems understanding. It's like basically on the band 0%, so if you were 10% down, it would be like down here. 50% would be like halfway, and 100% would be here. So, and then you could even do negative, which would be like up here. So if you had a negative on the high band, you would sell here with an extra randomizer in the all pairs parameter. Is that to space out how, so they don't all fire at once, I imagine? Huh. I'm not really into running a lot of pairs anymore. I've been more just manually trading. But I'm having good results. I started it up earlier and I'm already getting trades. EMC2 always seems to do good for me. And I just started this up like 6 hours ago or something. Okay, that's what I thought, to kind of space it out so they don't all fire at once and crash it or bog your system down. I had some trades there with ADX. They were gone. And Civic. And then the other bot I think had some with Sys, Token. Guess just Sys. Looks like OMG's trending down. I might have a chance to load up on it here if the bot doesn't do it for me. I think anything below $7 is a good buy for OMG. Limit is 6 requests per second. Okay. Huh. I'll have to look into that. Randomizer. Yeah, I'm gonna get into the bot more. I've been really preoccupied with all these ICOs. I kind of just can't wait until these are over and we find out what happens with them so I can get back into trading. But there, you know, with these markets like this, there isn't much else really to do. I should be setting up the new trading bot though. So maybe tomorrow's Monday. It'd probably be a good day to get started with figuring out the new version. I can see how this would be intimidating to a lot of people, but once you look at it, it really isn't that bad. You put your API in there. Interval ticker update to fetch prices. Yeah, Electronium. I got a little bit of that. I've been buying just a little bit of everything. I like that gold rewards the most. I probably bought the most of that one. I forget how much Electronium I bought. Probably like $100, maybe $200 worth. I can't remember. Because I bought some and then I went back and bought some more. Guess it doesn't really matter. Whatever I have is what I got. I'm not getting any more. I've already spent enough on these ICOs, I think. I've just been spending hundreds here, there, everywhere. I dropped another couple hundred more into Hextra since I bought the since I got lucky on the 250. I wasn't gonna buy more, but I seen a lot of people hadn't bought any yet, so I thought maybe buy some and maybe do a giveaway or something, or I don't know, giveaway some, sell some people that weren't able to get some. So I'm gonna keep trying. I think there's 8 days left on that one. I think that one looks promising. The Western, I had my doubts about Western, but they look like they're progressing. So we'll see. 0 referral. Your sign-up bonus. 0 referral earnings. So I got 2,500. Is that a lot? I don't remember having that much. What is it, a penny a piece? Like, you don't trust Hextra? I've heard a few people say that. I didn't at first either. I mean, what don't you trust about them? Upsets.com. Has anybody... This is kind of generic. I've seen this picture in other places. This is like free, royalty-free artwork. Has anybody tried to contact support? I thought people had talked to them. It is kind of generic looking, this whole design. Yeah, I guess I could see why you don't trust them. I might have went a little overboard putting more money in. A penny, so how much would that be? I don't feel like doing math right now. Extra shady to me, no team, based in Dubai. Yeah, bad support, complaints on Facebook are ignored. Yikes. No team. Yeah, that is kind of bad, huh? I liked how they were quick to you know, they weren't you know, all these other ones popped up after. They were one of the first ones to come up after Regal and set up very similar to Regal. Could just be copying them though. But it says team right here. Oh, that's my team. Yeah, they had that white paper. Where was that at? Which wasn't really even a white paper. It was just their website. Doesn't say their team anywhere on here, does it? Basically just some pretty graphics. Yeah, I figure I'd take a chance. I put a little bit into all of these. I probably shouldn't have put more into this one. We'll see. I kind of got a bad feeling about all of these, really. Yeah, nothing about their team. We don't really know about Regal's team or BitConnect's team either, though. I didn't know that they weren't getting back to people on Facebook. Yeah, you got 100 today. Hopefully it pays off. And like I was saying earlier, if just one pays off, it'll make up for the other ones. You know, if one goes 20x. I don't know if I've even checked out their Facebook. They have a link on here to it. I don't remember seeing one. You'd think it would be like on here. Contact. Takes you to the Facebook. That's it. Is it extra coin? And of course there's two of them. This is probably set up by people. Oh, okay, thanks. I might have got it here. Is it the same thing as this? I kind of liked how they made it, you know, they were making it easier for people to get some, and they did somewhat cap it, didn't they? You know, if it was a scam, you'd think they would just let people just keep buying. Oops, I lost the chat. There it is. Let's see. Capture will be generated every day. The system tells me I've been limited and banned temporarily for no tangible reason. I had problems with regals too. I don't know how I lucked out and got some. Scam. Why do they have that on their pictures? Of course those are scam. People can't even buy 400 coin, but somehow someone has 100k. Oh my god. 1 million? Yikes. You think they would have deleted this off there? Yeah, at least they communicate compared to Regal. Yeah, that was the other thing I liked about them, but I mean that's kind of basic. I mean, all the HYIPs at least tend to communicate a little bit. Just totally ignore you. Launch initial coin offering. Should probably set this up differently so I'm looking at the camera, but probably about to be calling it a night. Looks like we got the same 6 people in here anyways. Can you turn up your volume? Thanks for letting me know about that, PCB Energy. I'll try to be more on the chat and fix the volume. I'm not used to using OBS, so I have to see if there's a setting. I'm sitting kind of away from the mic too, that might be part of it. The volume was pretty much up all the way. I'm kind of talking low because it's late too, and I'm kind of a low talker, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Properties, advanced audio properties. Hopefully it sounds a little better. In the crypto word, everything is a scam. Yeah, pretty much. Except maybe Bitcoin and Litecoin. That's about it. But yeah, it's basically just trying to make the best out of them, really. Somebody uploaded a video. We get scammed for a living. I think that was Raj. I thought that was funny. He said we're professional, not scammers, but scammies. We're professional scammies. Aurora Mine. So far I'm still making profits. I've heard of that one. I'm not real familiar with it. There's so many out there. That's just the HYIP, right? I've been in a lot of them. With the name Scam Coin, people will buy it. Did you see the one called Ponzi Coin? Yes, it's for real. They actually have a Ponzi coin. Wanna buy some Ponzi coin? %1,000% gains next week. It's silly, isn't it? They don't even have a website. What kind of Ponzi are they running? You can get it on Yobit, of course. Dead coins, yeah. Oh, there was a scam coin. Oh my. I've seen this dead coin site. I should have known. Well, there you have it. I guess people didn't buy enough of it. It only lasted a month. Oh my goodness. Kind of disappointed Ponzi coin doesn't have a website. Get your stuff together, Ponzi coin. You've got some scam coin. Oh, you have to get some. Sure, it's on Yobit. It's in my other window, Yobit. I think I lost a window somewhere. Oh no, it's over here. If it's dead, they probably don't have scam, but they got Ponzi. Oh, that's bounces. What am I doing? It's late. I'm getting tired. Let's check out Ponzi coin real quick. Now you almost have me say that. I kind of did. You're gonna get me demonetized, which I'm sure I already am anyways. My goodness. It's right up there with I've seen a couple silly ones. The running joke now is pickle coin. They say on crypto news that men buy the dip and women buy pickle coin. Wow, look at that! Look at that price action. Did this thing ever do anything? It had a bump and dump. Not really. Expected more out of Ponzi coin. It's actually kind of expensive. These Ponzi's aren't cheap. Alright, well, should probably wrap it up here. It's the stream's kind of going downhill at this point. It's been fun though. I'm glad that we could have some fun on here. I've just been kind of tired about making the same videos over and over again, so I want to start live streaming. Next time I'll try to have some material prepared, some topics that we can go over, and yeah, it's been fun. Hope you guys had fun. Got some moderators now, and I got some experience doing it, so next time hopefully we'll get some more people in. I'll have to put a what's it called, event reminder, whatever it is, up to let people know. And then I'll try to set camera up and everything better. Probably better lighting would help. And then the audio will be better upstairs. If I ever decide to start streaming from up there, it'd probably sound a lot better up there. Because I'm in a big open area down here. Really high ceilings. Remember to save your OBS setup. Okay, thanks. I'm not sure how to do that, but I will look into it. I've never really played with this. Stream options. I'll have to find out where to save it at. I have 7 people watching now. It's kind of impressive. Alright, have a good one. Thank you all for stopping in. Thanks for contributing. You guys made for an interesting stream. I will try to figure out how to save my settings. And we'll do another one tomorrow. Maybe earlier in the morning, or maybe earlier around this time tomorrow. We'll have to see. I got to do some stuff tomorrow with eBay, so probably after that maybe we'll do a stream. So yeah, thanks a lot for stopping by. I will try to make sure you buy some Ponzi coin, and I'll have to let you guys see how my Vertcoin mining's going. These are the payouts I got so far. So I'm gonna get that going again. For the night, let it mine throughout the night. Cool, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I thought I'd have fun doing this. It seems like a lot of other people have fun doing them, so you know, I was just got worried about trolls and stuff coming in, so now I got some moderators to get my back, so you guys, you know, don't hesitate to whack them with a wrench if they come in trolling. There's my miner. Back on CoinMarketCap, check that for the night, send it over. But yeah, you guys have a good one. I'm gonna wrap it up here and try to figure out how to save my settings and how to shut this down. Here we go. Alright, you guys have a good one. I'll be talking to you again here soon. Feel free to come over to the Discord if you haven't already. I think pretty much everybody in here has, so. But if anybody else is watching this later on, I'm going to try to upload it, perhaps. And, yeah. Talk to y'all later. I'm out of here.